Oh, yeah.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kanika RN, specifically a You and Me Monday video. So, for the month of January in 2020, I've been trying to reach a goal of running 5K under 30. Running still sucks. I'm at 2.4. People keep telling me I'm going to get my second win at 10 minutes. Then it's 15 minutes. Then it's 20 minutes. So, I'm still waiting on that second win, guys. When is it coming? But that's okay. We're still going to keep working on this goal. But I was thinking about the concept of progress in general this month, like while I'm trying to hit this goal. I want to show you something right now. So, this is a picture of me about 5 years ago, 5 to 6 years ago, and this is me now. This was a picture I took yesterday, no makeup, no filter. Cameras are better now, so it looks a little smoother than this one does anyway. But essentially, this is me without anything on. So, in regards to this picture, about 5 to 6 years ago, I was talking with a friend who has gorgeous skin, incidentally. Ugh. But anyways, I was asking her about what I need to do for my skin. I was like, yeah, my skin sucks. Like, I don't know what to do for it. My mom has beautiful skin. Why is my skin like this? She said, I can understand how frustrating it is. So she said, Kanika, what do you do for your skin? Tell me about your skincare regimen. And I said, huh? What do you mean skincare regimen? She's like, yeah, what do you use? Toner, use which moisturizer, what cleanser? I said, I wash it with water sometimes and I put whatever lotion I have on in the bathroom on my face. And she said, bro, how do you expect your face to get better if you're not putting any effort into it? And I'm not the brightest bulb in the world, guys. It takes me a little time, but I get there eventually. It didn't really occur to me before then of like, oh, I'm really gonna have to put in effort into my face and in my hair if I want to see anything change. So visually, yes, things have smoothened out a bit, but I was thinking that what is the biggest difference between these two girls? Because it's not external. There's definitely something bigger than that at play. So I was thinking about it, I was looking at old pictures, and I realized that if I had to summarize it in one phrase or one sentence, the girl that I was here, she used to overanalyze, overthink, overplan any move that she wanted to make. She had so many aspirations of things she wanted to do, but always so much thought went into things that when it came time to actually do it, I was usually too tired by then. I had exhausted myself just by planning and wondering and dreaming and telling myself I'll do it next month when, when my skin is better or when I have a little more time. And then the time never comes, guys. And then this girl, on the other hand, she's way more instinctive. She's way more impulsive. Not that she's totally reckless and just throws herself at things completely, but there's actually a lot less thought and planning and over analyzing that goes into things that I do nowadays, because I realized that if you sit around and wait for the right time, the right conditions, the right light, the right equipment in regard to my YouTube channel, I'm never going to actually do it. So I'm learning by failing, interestingly enough. I make mistakes so much more now than I used to, but that's only because I'm trying a lot more. And I've realized that it's so much better to learn by failing, because how else will you know how not to do something? So trust me, guys, this video isn't me like passing on my sage advice because I've become so enlightened now. Heck no, I'm still figuring things out one day at a time, and in this video I'm talking to myself just as much as I'm talking to you. So I realized I have to learn similarly to the way that my 5-year-old self did. We were at a pizza place one time, a waitress put a pizza on our table, I took a slice, shoved it in my mouth without considering how hot the cheese was. The roof of my mouth sloughed off, my tongue, the skin on my tongue sloughed off. And I learned a valuable lesson that, guys, that maybe when there's hot cheese, you wait for it to cool down before you ingest it. Similarly, that's how I learn now. I try, and then when it doesn't go right, I reassess and I try again. That's what I've been doing for the last couple of years, and it works so much better than just sitting and planning and overanalyzing. So here's the two things that are so freaking frustrating about progress. They kill me. The first one is that it's not all linear. It's not all ascent. It's not that you keep going to your goal little by little. It's like 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, 3 steps forward, 5 steps back, 6 steps forward. Then you sit down because you're tired for a bit. Then you get back up again and you just keep going. It's not all a progression. There's so many setbacks sometimes, and sometimes you even go backwards and you're like, why am I putting all this effort if I'm not even any closer? But with the sustained effort, with that belief that you will get closer to your goal, that if you continue to try smartly, learn from the times that you aren't doing things correctly, you will get closer to your goal. And the second thing that really sucks about progress is you don't see results sometimes for ages. Sometimes not day to day, nothing. Week to week, nothing. Month to month, nothing. Sometimes it takes years. For anyone who needs to hear this, if you're at a certain place in your life and it's just not quite where you want it to be yet, whether that's mentally, whether that's with your health, physically, in your career, in your education, in your relationships, whatever it is, if we're just not quite there yet, as long as there's that fire within you, as long as there's that instinctual pull towards something, there must be a reason for it. I've learned to trust that feeling so much more than I used to, and I let that carry me forward. I try sometimes without fully knowing how I'm even gonna try. But if you keep trying, I'm telling you, look at these two chicks. If nothing else, here's a little bit of evidence for you that with sustained effort, things can change. Heck, guys, even Joe from You has made progress. Season 1, what was it? He killed like 5 people. Season 2, he killed like 2 to 3 people. That's progress, folks. So I'm gonna sign off a little bit differently today. As always, keep it mostly sweet, especially to yourself. Just because you're working really hard at a goal or working hard towards something doesn't mean you have to be hard on yourself. Keep it a little bit salty, a little bit spicy, just a little, throw a little flavor in there, and I will see you guys on Thursday.